any of you ever played chat roulette?
Love chat roulette.
Love it.
Even though like the dick flashes are gross, I get urged to do it. Be like, just like freaking giving her.
In 2009, MTV Canada premiered a show that put sex, love, and gay guys at the forefront of late-night TV. The idea was simple: put a straight girl in the same room as 5 opinionated gay guys and see what happens. Well, it worked. The show One Girl, 5 Gays is back for a second season, and In Toronto got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look. So I'm here with David and Yerxa, 2 of the cast members from One Girl, 5 Gays. Tell me, guys, what's it like being on this show?
It's fun being on this show. I have so much fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I think what the show does really effectively is that it gives a lot of different 20-something homosexual voices. People can tune in and really see a really diverse part of our community.
Each episode features a rotating cast of gay guys who respond to 20 questions about sex, relationships, and pop culture. MTV's Aliya-Jasmine is the girl in the middle, steering the discussion.
We really wanted a good talk show for MTV, and we were trying to figure out a way to do that because our audience and people our age care about relationships and love and sex, and we all have questions that we want to know the truth about. Have you ever cried over a celebrity's death? If someone in a wheelchair asked you on a date, what would you say?
The questions range from light to serious, often provoking the guys to share personal details about their lives.
I can't talk about your big dick anymore.
Do you ever feel like you're revealing too much about yourself on TV?
I mean, not to be really real, I've had that feeling before. There was one episode specifically where I told the story of, I think you're on that episode too, where I jerked off when I was like in grade 7 in my desk, like at school, and for months and months, still to this day, I have people coming up to me, you're the jerk off guy from MTV.
There's been a couple times like I've mentioned stuff between my boyfriend and I, and then my boyfriend is watching and he's like, why would you say that on television? And I'm like, oh, like we're just getting loose and kind of fun with, and friendly with our friends.
The show originally featured straight people. That was until producers realized that gay guys had a knack for telling it like it is.
Bottom.
Sharp, chic, goes.
I find that a lot of gay guys, especially the ones that I know, don't seem to have guards up about that type of thing as much as maybe straight people do. They're not just honest about sex, but they're honest about their lives because they've already had to kind of go through, coming out of the closet and going through that step that straight people don't have.
While no topic is off limits, the sometimes outrageous conversations have a tendency to leave host Aliya-Jasmine feeling a little overwhelmed.
The dick flashes are gross.
You're sitting with, 5 gay guys who know a lot about some things that you may not know a lot about. Do you ever feel like you're a little out of your league?
I feel like a fish out of water a lot, but I also feel like I am it's me along with 99% of our viewers. Often when they tell stories, I kind of imagine our audience having the same reaction as I do. Like when I'm watching back and I'm shocked, I know that a lot of the people watching are shocked.
What's the most awkward question you've ever had to ask?
Anything involving semen I don't like asking.
Do your parents watch the show? What do they think?
My mom definitely watched a lot of the episodes.
My mom's not allowed to watch the show. My dad has seen the show, and I said something about him on the show that he watched, and I was like, oh shit.
This is a bad sign.
The show is hard to miss these days since going into syndication on MTV's Logo channel in the US. And like any show, One Girl, 5 Gays has its detractors. Some critics accuse the show of misrepresenting the gay community and exploiting gay stereotypes. What would you say to that?
I get frustrated, to be honest with that, because everyone's a stereotype on the surface, and I think that the people that think that it's exploiting stereotypes are the people that kind of glance at it and they might hear an effeminate voice, or they might hear somebody talking about Barbara Streisand and think that, oh, that's a stereotype. But if you watch the show, and as I sit and I listen to these guys, they're all unique individuals who have their own unique tastes and interests.
What you're watching is not an act. The guys say they're just being themselves.
The beauty about the show is I think you bring guys who aren't defined by the show. You know what I mean? This isn't what we do. It's not like, oh, well, I'm on TV. It's like I do this, but I bring my life to this program. That's the beauty of it. That's why I love doing it.
I'm on the show for a reason.
One Girl, 5 Gays airs nightly on MTV Canada. For showtimes, check your local listings. You can also catch episodes online at www.mtv.ca. For In Toronto, I'm Michael Pihach.